every portion, every part of the world, they are about the same. The rate at which you find them is the same, but heart diseases that children acquire, we have problems in Africa because we still have problems with what we call rheumatic heart disease, which is basically a result of an infection.
Yeah.
Basically, developed parts of the world don't have this problem. They've somehow been able to control the infection, and so rheumatic heart disease is not a problem. But in Africa, we have to deal with heart disease that children are born with, in addition to some of the ones that really should have been prevented. And so we have this kind of a double-edged sword that we have to contend with here in Africa.
Chris, you are in our prayers. I know we know that your daughter is going through the surgery as we speak.
Yes.
What happened to your daughter?
Well, my daughter was born last week on Thursday at Wheatbank Hospital, which is where I'm from. So when the doctor was busy checking on her, they told us that there's a problem on her heart.
Yeah.
So they had to transfer her to Pretoria.
Yes.
So in Pretoria, we thought things might go well.
Yeah.
You see, so they've just told us that we have to go to Joburg. So for this, just to get some doctors to make a surgeon on her. So right at the moment, I left them at the theater with her mom. So I don't know how things went there.
Chris, does seeing Viola and the fact that her daughter a year later is healthy and doing well, does that give you a bit of hope?
Yes, better hope, and because of the staff over there is quite nice. They are friendly. The place is clean, so I'm quite confident that she'll come alright. Sooner or later.
So what happens in a situation where the child, maybe at a later stage, you did an early intervention with an operation, later stage you discover that the child requires a second or third operation. Have you seen any cases like that?
That's a very common problem. I mean, we say, and I've heard Dr. Kingsley say that often, that about 95% of all heart diseases present at birth can be corrected. In other words, it's not everything that we can fix as of now. Some problems that present, you can only do what you call a palliative operation. In other words, the operation is not a cure, but you perform an operation that enables the child to live a reasonable quality of life for a certain length of time. We know that this condition is not going to give this child a normal lifespan. There are some conditions also that will require multiple operations, and I think that is where Linda's headache begins, because then it means the costs ultimately skyrocket. You are dealing with complex problems. The child requires one operation when they are born. In about a year or two, they have to come back for a second surgery. Maybe 3-4 years down the line, there's a third surgery. And all this you are doing is not curative. It's just palliation. It's just to enable the child to have, and that is a common problem. And of course, if you don't have the finances and the facilities, it becomes a very big headache, really.
I'm incredibly moved by the work that you do. I think it's incredibly important, and evidence of that is the two people sitting next to you. What can we do as ordinary members of the public and not necessarily large corporates to support the work that you do?
Thank you for asking that. We know, 160,000 Rand is what the cost of an average operation is. And that's big money. So it's not accessible to everybody. And the man in the street wants to give, and they want to get involved, like you've just said. So what we're doing is we're running an SMS campaign. We currently have an SMS campaign up and running, and it is you SMS the word heart to the number 38208, and you make a 10 Rand donation. And I keep tabs on that SMS line and the donations. It's creating awareness of the problems that are in existence, and that these children need our assistance to make the surgery affordable and accessible to them. So most people in the street can afford a 10 Rand donation, and that donation is going to come directly to the centre.
For further questions, comments, or if you would like to help the Walter Sisulu Foundation, please join our online discussion forum on www.mamasandpapasmeg.co.za. Birthday parties, fun for kids, stressful for parents. Will the kids enjoy it? Will everybody come? That's all I can think about. If you ever run out of ideas for your children's next birthday party, don't stress. We have answers for you.
Hey! How you doing?
Fine.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we comfortable some days?
Yeah.
Come, let's choose some days. Come on, choose your best. Come, girls. There we go. Come. Okay. There we go. Zoe? There's your one. Come on. Let's take this one. Come on. There we go. Let's go name your teddy bears. Come on. Okay. You're going to sit on there. Zoe, you can sit over here. And you can sit over there. Okay, come, guys. Come.
What we do here is we offer an interactive build-a-bear party experience. All kids ages from 3 and even adults all the way up to 103. What we do here is you get to build your bear and you bring it to life. Our party packages start at just 89 Rand for a simple bear, and you set the price according to your budget and we add the rest. So you get experienced bear builders who do take you through the whole process, and you get to build your bear and bring it to life. We also offer themed party packages. We do soccer parties now for FIFA World Cup. We've also got your very own Build Your Bear Sakumi, which is a first in South Africa. You get to build your very own Sakumi at just $3.29. Build a Bear roughly does between 65 to 85 parties a month, which is absolutely fantastic. Build a Bear is the party place to be. You get a dedicated party leader for a party booking of 6 or more, and because you determine the budget as well, the bear builder who is in charge of your party will take you through the whole process and ensure that you don't overspend on your budget. We actually encourage the parents to get involved in the whole process because it's a family experience, and we also want the parents to get involved in the bear process so that the bear is interacted at home with when they leave the facility, well, when they leave Build a Bear Workshop. We do theme parties, so if a person wants to come and do a Spider-Man theme or Hannah Montana party, we also cater for that because we offer products based on Hannah Montana or Jonas Dog. And like I said, for FIFA World Cup, we've got the soccer products. We've also got wholesale bears, which is a ready packed FIFA World Cup bear at just $2.49, so it's ready to go and on the way out. We've got the 7 teams for Soccer World Cup. Yeah.
Hey. Yes, she has a hand in hand. Okay. Yes, you put the t-shirt on. Now we're putting your shoes.
It's a rock or something. A stone? Is it a stone that's very special?
Our children's milestones make us appreciate how lucky we are to be parents. So Pepsi, tell me, what are the milestones of your daughters that you could remember?
With my eldest daughter, Bungwe, who's 5, it was her first day at school. I remember my business partner came to pick me up because I was so stressed. So he came to fetch me in the morning, and I remember weeping. I didn't think I was going to start crying, but she walked through the door and she was little, and her school bag was bigger than her, and it was just like my heart just broke into
sweet.
a million little pieces.
It's so cute. Mamas and Papas recently celebrated our own milestone with the birth of our TV show and the 1-year anniversary since the birth of our magazine. Recently, Mamas and Papas reached a major milestone by turning 1 year. To celebrate the occasion, our friends from Elizabeth Ann and the Radisson Hotel contributed in making this special day a success. Proud moms and dads joined in the fun by sharing their stories about being parents. These are milestones that are etched in their memories for life.
What I love the most is her smile, the way she giggles. I especially adore when she's lying on her stomach and she pushes herself on her back, and then I get very excited because then that means that she's actually improving and she's learning and she's exploring. When she sees bright colors, she gets happy and excited. So yeah, everything about her makes me happy.
It was when he cried over me. I mean, he's hardly 6 months. The other day I was leaving and he cried, and I thought, this is it. This is my boy.
I think as a mother or a first-time mother, every moment is so special. If I can remember anything this week, I said to him the other day when I got home, how was your day? And he said, fine, thank you. And I couldn't believe it that he's got that language or vocabulary or can string sentences like that together. So that's special for me.
I had a child that is child-aged as well. He didn't develop very well quickly, so we thought maybe he was not going to walk. But the way it happened, the first time he took the first walk, we were so happy, me and my wife.
Rolling over. At about 4 months, when our youngest one rolled over, it was like, first of all, we were out of the room, not completely out, but his little brother was there, so we thought he had turned him. And I'm like, did you do that? He's like, no, we didn't. I didn't do it, he did. So we kind of waited for him to do it again.
We've been potty training him, and it's a mission to get him to pull down his pants and not pee everywhere in the house. So the other day he pulled down his pants properly and peed in my pool.
That's all we have time for today. Join us next week as we talk about divorce and the influence of media on our children. Goodbye for now.